Right. Well, hey YouTube, this is Mike again. I know a lot of you guys have already seen this model kit, but I'm gonna answer a question for a subscriber of mine. His name is TheSprueDude, and he's a local guy. I know him fairly well, so he just had a question about what I used on this kit. To answer that question directly, I used citrus yellow metallic. This is a model master color, and that is the color that is on the package. Um, you can find this over at Hobbytown. For all of you other guys, you can find this over at any of your local hobby shops. For the Sprue Dude, you can go down there. I'm not working at Hobbytown anymore, but you can still find it out there. There's still a bunch of great guys out there, but now that I'm not there, there really isn't a guy who knows anything about plastic models except for David. And whatever you do, do not, I repeat, do not ask Jimmy for advice on making a model. Because he's not, he's a good guy, but works in the model department, but geez, man, I have heard that guy tell people that you can, no, never mind. It's kind of it's just as bad as asking a Radio Shack employee for help. But anyway, the base coat is the citrus yellow. Now for these other colors here that I got, that is a toll paint and it's a metallic light blue. Everything that I used on here was a toll paint, and a toll paint. Those are those little 99-cent tubes bottles that you buy at at Hobby Lobby and Michael's. Any other craft store will have them because and that's exactly where you'll find them, is in the craft section. But at the time I was using some alternative paint sources, and that's what I used. It's the metallic blue, some metallic green, and metallic red that I used primarily on the bottom of the wing here. Let me just flip this over. Okay, so basically, citrus yellow as a base, metallic blue, metallic green, and metallic red for your highlights and for your different paneling. For the weathering, all I did was use a rust and a grimy black paint, and again, I used Floqual paints at the time, but you can use any paint, any water-based. Oh, I'm working outside and I just got hit by something. Anyway, that's the bird of prey. Back onto the Impervious. What I'm going to do this morning, as I sit down, and again, I apologize for the camera shake. I'm using my Android phone to film this, and anyway, what I'm preparing to do right now is I've already cut a few lengths of aluminum tubing, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick the light on one end, stick the LEDs in the other end, and then hot glue it all together. But basically, what I'm going to strive for this morning, that screaming child that you may hear in the background is a neighbor, not mine. But basically, I'll be gluing these on the inside and sticking the appropriate LED at the opposite end and filling it in. But that's where I'm at on this Defiant right now. I haven't made very much progress. I plan to at least get some of the wiring done, and some of the all of the clear parts are going to be glued in. So hopefully I'll have that next step to show y'all later on. But again, this was a video to mostly show the Sprue Dude what I used on this model. And I'm going to say it now. If you use this color, you can expect, excuse me, my finger got in the way. If you use this color, citrus yellow, you can expect to hear an opinion from just about every science fiction guy out there who's going to say, dude, that is not the right color. And what I have always simply said to them was, I don't care. You know, I'm primarily a comic book illustrator, and I'll use some comic book terms for this explanation. I appreciate the studio models, you know, and I appreciate the model builders that put them together. But what I am not, you know, whenever I start to do a build, you know, it is my intent to make it look generally like what you see already. But I am not an inker. An inker is the guy who essentially goes back and traces over what has already been done by the penciler. And when it comes to something like this, you know, I mean, I like my models to look somewhat correct, but I also tend to jump out of the box and start going with my own finish, my own paint. And again, you know, it is not my intent to copy what is already out there. It's my intent to kind of build on what has already been done. So, while I appreciate everyone and their skills for accuracy, it's not something that I strive for all the time. So just understand that when you look at my stuff, it's not up to studio specs. It is not what you see on camera. It's basically what I feel like doing. And I understand some of you guys, you know, cannot abide this, you know, and I'll be honest, most of you guys, I'm speaking to StarshipModeler.com, who get so wrapped up in the length and girth of their nacelles that you know, it kind of kills the fun. For me, it does. And you know, but anyway, that's the Bird of Prey. It's a revisit, as I'm working on the Defiant. I just wanted to show the TheSprueDude what colors that I used. I know you're interested in the color, but again, it is not the correct color. So you have fun out there. I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.